good evening, world. Good evening, yes, it automatically switched. Beautiful. Good evening, world, and welcome to yet another episode of the Early Morning Sports Talk Podcast. Yes, it is the evening, but yes, we are doing our spinoff, me and my brother. And we are doing a spinoff every Monday night, so get in tune. We're going to get our tags in shortly. And so, good evening, world, and welcome back to yet another fun-filled episode here with us on the Early Morning Sports Talk Podcast as we embark upon what will be another great episode this evening. And so we thank you all for chopping it up with us, and we thank you in advance for a time that will be had. And so, yes, world, we are back like a shark attack, back like we love something, back like we ain't got no clothes on our back. And for the world is a better place in the moment when the Early Morning Sports Talk Podcast is taking place. And so, we thank you for tuning in with us this evening as we converse about the latest sports topics that have taken place from this past week and will be upcoming this week. It is always a blast to have you all tune in and participate with us every Monday evening. As a reminder that every week we always like to begin our podcast by reminding our audience that the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast can be found on Facebook via the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast community page, as well as the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast Facebook page. You can additionally find us on Instagram at EMSTP underscore. Again, on IG at EMSTP underscore, as well as our own Facebook pages via Brandon Price, Jamar Goodman, and Jones, as well as our guests for that weekend or that evening. Today is October the 27th of 2025. We have seen yet again another fascinating week in the sports world. Where on Sunday, yesterday, our Chicago Bears, they had a tough outing in Baltimore. They fell rather short. It was a miserable day offensively for the Bears and some missed opportunities on the defensive side of the ball that allowed them to lose to Tyler Huntley in the Baltimore Ravens. So the Bears now dropped to 4-3, and so right now we at least are 500, and we'll see how things continue to progress. But it was a rather tough loss yesterday. On the other hand, the Blackhawks, they are winners of four straight. Connor Bernard was a rookie recently, but now he is growing up in. And so the Blackhawks, they are doing pretty well. Chicago Bulls are 2-0, bro. Took care of the Magic on Saturday, and then took care of the Detroit Pistons in the season opener. Right now, they in Atlanta, I believe, and so they are. Last time I checked, they were down 24-17 in the fourth quarter. I mean, the first quarter, and so they are right now battling Atlanta. On the other hand, the World Series Game 3 is going on right now as well, bro. Toronto, they smacked the Dodgers, and then the Dodgers came back and they took care of the Blue Jays in a decent fashion. And so now Game 3 is taking place tonight in LA. And additionally, we will see a lot of NFL action take place. Justin Fields redeemed himself, bro, after the world's worst owner, Woody Johnson, publicly called Justin Fields trash. But looks like he had to back those words up or bite those words because Justin Fields with a good running game yesterday, actually, and they rushed for over
Yeah.
200 yards, bro.
Yep.
They took
A
care
balanced
of
game.
exactly. It was a balanced game, team game.
Yep.
Um, they took care of the Cincinnati Bengals in Cincinnati, and so congrats to the Jets on their first win. So I'm gonna get my tags in shortly, but good evening, my bro. How are you? Good evening. Good evening. And so, as I always do, introducing my partner here on the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast and my brother from another mother, Mr. Ian Jones, aka Rod Tillwell, aka Peoples Hernandez. Mr. Ian Jones, my bro, what it do?
Man, what's up, man? Another Monday. We back at it again. Man, we
So,
got a lot of sports today. A lot of basketball tonight, baseball, the World Series, Monday Night Football,
mm-hmm, right.
hockey, man. I mean, man, what else could you want on this beautiful Monday?
I'm telling you, bro, really. And so, yes. So, with that being said, bro, let's get into it. Let's talk NFL. And so, the Bears, man, yesterday, I don't know if you had a chance to see the game, but they
Yeah, I
looked
seen it.
rather miserable. on the offensive side. Um, Give me your thoughts, bro. Like, what happened with the game? What did the offense or what did the Bears not do correctly yesterday for them to lose to the Ravens? And which, surprisingly, a lot of people we actually thought that was a game that they were going to win. That was a game that we thought they should have won, but
Yeah.
it didn't turn out that way. And so, in your opinion, I give mines. But what happened with the Bears, man? How did they drop the ball yesterday?
Um, Me personally, I feel like not finishing drives. You know, they uh they had the ball for the almost the whole duration of the first quarter, and
Come on, bro.
you
Tell the
know,
truth.
yeah, to come out of that, and it was in the red
Get
zone
six
most of the
points. Get
time.
6 points.
Yeah, with only
Right.
6 points, multiple drives. That's unacceptable against a pretty good team, one of the best teams in the league, but they kind of hurt right now. Lamar didn't play yesterday, so it should have been, I wouldn't say an easy win because, it's still a it's still a professional league. No win is easy. I think us as fans, maybe a superstar doesn't play and we just automatically think that the opposite team should win.
Right. Right. Right.
But
Right. Right.
as we know that, the game is still played between the lines, and those guys those backups, they professional too. And
Hmm.
so, man, the Ravens got the job done, but I just felt like the Bears, they didn't. I feel like they kind of came into the game with that mindset. Oh, Lamar not playing. The
Yeah.
Ravens, they kind of down, and look like they may not go to the playoffs. They probably thought they would just come in and just give up, but the Ravens, they showed a lot of heart, and they got the job done without their leader. So, it's back to the drawing board with the Bears. You can't take a week off, can't slack, can't think, it's easy, just because a player is not a certain superstar or a player is not playing. And they got to finish drives on offense. They got to finish drives on offense, man. Um, I think that's the main thing. Caleb, I feel like sometimes he locks in on Rome Meduze. They got to spread the ball around, get DJ Moore the ball more, and get the tight end the ball more too. Lovely. I would like to see
Hmm.
him get a couple more touches as well. Just spread the ball around. Don't lock in on one receiver. And finish drives. You got to finish drives in this league. Got to finish drives in this league. Field goals will not get it done.
Right. I'm with you, bro. We had the ball for over 11 minutes, almost 12 minutes the first quarter.
Yep, it's unacceptable.
Because
Only 6 point.
the first drive was 7 minutes and
Yeah,
26
but
seconds
I was just about to
to
say close
get
to 8 minutes.
right. And you got 3 points. Baltimore did what they did on offense. You got the ball right back, drove right back down the field, and got a field goal again. And so you're right. If the Bears just get 10 points out of that, you know, we talking a whole different game. People
Yeah,
sometimes don't realize in football, yes, running the ball is important. But when you are able to finish drives and you are able to put up, let's say, 6 points versus 10 points, do you know how much that changed
the
the
dynamic.
philosophy of the opposite team, the dynamic
Yeah,
of the other team when you are
a
down
lot,
10 rather than six?
a
And
lot.
it right, and it really sucks, man, that the Bears, they yesterday, I feel like came out very relaxed days ago. They knew Lamar wasn't playing. They got big headed. Uh, Sometimes, bro, when you ain't used to success and you ain't used to winning, and you in a city like Chicago, and they know about the history of the Bears, they know we win a lot of games. They
As of
sitting there
recently.
like, yeah, they like shit. We on top of the world. We 4-2.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We're in a pretty tough division, so man, they gotta stay locked in, stay focused. Every game it should you gotta come into every week. We 0-0. We trying to go 1-0 every week. I feel like that's how they should come into the week, man. It's still an NFL. Like you said, we just seen the Jets win yesterday. I'm pretty sure the Bengals thought the same way. It was up 15 in the fourth quarter, and the Jets pulled it out, man. You can't, no matter what the team record is, you cannot come into the game thinking just because they have a pretty bad record that, or somebody's not playing that you just gonna automatically win. It don't work like that.
Right.
Still professional ball. Still got to stay locked in. That's really on all levels, but especially in a professional level,
Right.
got to stay
Exactly.
locked in.
Right. Um, yeah, man. Like you mentioned, DJ Moore is collecting paychecks. I mean, he didn't do shit yesterday. He didn't do shit. He didn't do shit. Like shit. And it's awful. Like, you know, um, DJ Moore to be getting the paycheck he getting. It's a nice paycheck, and he's a talented receiver. It's just I feel like the Bears they still figuring out ways to use him, and I
Yeah,
don't know if they truly know how to use him yet. I I know they want to keep him on the outside of the hash, bro, but they need to put his ass in the inside of the hash more. They putting Rome in there a lot, and Rome is eating because of that.
yeah,
But Rome is a big body. Rome can handle the outside hash too. They need to put DJ Moore, Stronghead, Steve Smith, uh, Debo Samuel, remind me as in the middle, and let him get the ball and just rumble and let him run some people over. Let him be a little antagonized in the middle of the field. I don't know why they're afraid to do that with him. He's explosive. He's fast. He's an athlete, very special athlete. And the Bears just don't utilize it, man. They just don't utilize it. The only bright spot I saw in the Bears yesterday was generally, as usual, DeAndre Swift. That's it. And Roman Duze.
yeah.
Those two. Those two. Outside of
And
that,
DeAndre Swift, he been balling lately, man. I can't been balling lately, bro.
yeah,
Last year
absolutely.
he didn't. I mean, he had an okay year, but this year he's really picked it up, especially these last couple of weeks, man. He barely been balling every week, been putting up numbers, getting in the end zone, and been basically kind of leading the team on offense, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, him and Roma Duze.
Yeah, him and Rome, yeah.
Yeah. Rome, I think is having a Pro Bowl year. And they got to keep getting him the ball. Cole Komet has been quiet. I don't know. He didn't even play yesterday. I'm a bit worried about Cole Komet. I don't want to call him a bust yet, yeah, but I
Mhm.
don't know, man. I don't know if he fits well with Caleb. Caleb seemed to just have his guys that he liked, and certain
Yeah, I
quarterbacks
believe
just got
so.
lied. Certain quarterbacks just got guys that they like. It's just like people, certain people. It ain't no hard feelings if a motherfucker don't like me and fuck them. They kiss my ass. This is just as an example, right? But
Yeah,
like when it comes to a quarterback, as example, he's like, I got people I like. Clearly, clearly, Caleb loves Rome, and he loves Loveland over Cole Komet.
yeah, for sure.
Cole, DJ Moore don't really get the ball at all, and they are just out there collecting paychecks. And it makes me wonder with Cole, is Cole? Do they want him to be just be more of a blocking tight end in? Because he's still talented too. Let's not forget this man was killing just a couple years back.
Yeah, man, Justin Fields basically got him paid a couple years ago.
Right, that's my point, bro. Thank you for bringing that up. Justin Fields got him paid.
Yeah, I mean, I know Ben Johnson likes to use the two tight end setup a lot. So, I don't know. Hopefully, he gets a couple more targets. He's still a talented kid. He still can get the job done, I believe. But and I would like to see them spread the ball around a little bit more. I mean, we got a lot of weapons. Let's not, you know, too much lock in on one player and a couple people. But at the same time, it's only one football, so somebody's eventually gonna lose out. But hey, as long as they getting the W's and staying focused, I guess that's the main key.
Right, but it wasn't a W yesterday.
No, not at all.
And
uh,
so it wasn't a W yesterday, bro. And you know, the offense looked very good in the first quarter, and after that, it just went stale. And I would just love to see more explosion from the others outside of Rome and outside of DeAndre. Seeing Cole involved more, seeing DJ involved more. And I think you get both of those guys involved more. Um, Especially DJ Moore, bro. He could probably change the game if you get a few big plays, you know. But we'll
Yeah,
never know if you study running the same bubble screens with him.
yeah, bubble screens, handing him the ball out of the backfield. And you know what? I don't mind him getting the ball out of the backfield, things like that. But he's still a receiver. You could let him go downfield. Caught a one hand pass yesterday, man. One hand pass and almost scored yesterday, bro.
Right? Yeah, that would have been a
One.
nice play. I'm like, man, that would have been a nice play. And I'm like, if he would have scored that finally, it's like we would have scored a touchdown. And so I was looking at that and I was dreaming, like, man, if he would have caught that, that would have been such a magnificent play. But
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
man.
bro.
It's a nice one hand catch yesterday, man. Shout out to DJ Moore.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. On the other hand, bro, Justin Fields, bro, he got it done yesterday. How
Yeah,
you
I got it
feel
done.
about that, man? Like, now is it an overreaction to think, bro, that now that Justin Fields, who was on the verge of being benched, uh, thanks to Tyrod Taylor being injured,
Hmm.
he got to start last week because they were not going to start him this past
Yeah.
week, yesterday, but he got to start, and and he looked pretty decent. Um, they were still getting field goals, but it was the run game that was getting them touchdowns.
Yeah.
And he was throwing touchdowns for those 2 point conversions. Did you saw
Yeah,
that
for sure.
run, that nice pass he did when he went to the outside and the guy was finna sack him and he fell to his knees and then he threw it
Yeah, he just threw it
underhanded
like,
and the guy
yeah,
caught the ball. That was
yeah,
nice. That was a really, really nice one.
yeah,
And so there's some moments, man. Like, and on that 2 point conversion, they tried to get him, and his ass ran around the whole field and still scored, and
hmm,
still was running after he scored. I'm like,
yep,
yeah, this is part of the, and there was some throws, and there was some throws that were like, man, you see that spiral? It is beautiful, Justin. That spiral. It is. I just wish he could throw that spiral 50 yards in instead of 20.
yeah.
You know,
He
like
he
if
could he
if
could throw a 50, but I just think it's his confidence. Yesterday he played seemed like he played with confidence. Like when they played their first game against the Steelers, that's how Justin Fields played. The running game was popping. Garrett Wilson was out there, but the throws was on time. He was playing with conviction, playing with intention. He wasn't holding the ball. He wasn't playing not to lose. He's playing to win. It was like, okay, even though they end up losing the game, but it was a close game to, one of the more talented teams, especially on defense with, defense with TJ Watt and Darius Slay, Jalen Ramsey, Alex Highsmith. That's a pretty good defense that he played his best game against all year, besides yesterday. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't turned the ball over at all this year as far as interception. I think he had one fumble, but off a sack. But I mean, yesterday he played like that, and like you say, the running game. Number 32 Davis, he ran the ball pretty well. Brees Hall has been running the ball
mm,
good all year. If I'm not mistaken, they're top 10 in rushing in the league. It's just I think their
Brees
passing
Hall is
game.
the low key having a great year.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was even up.
Mhm.
There's a rumors that he might, be traded by the trade deadline. But I mean, that's yet to be seen yet. But I mean, it's really just the passing game, and the inconsistent play of Justin and the O line. But I mean, they got it together yesterday. That's how they looked, in the first game of the year. Like you say, they didn't finish a couple drives as far as with the field goals, but at the end of the game, man, when it mattered, the defense made their stops, and Justin in the offense, they got him in the end zone, man. They turned the ball over, he protected the ball. I mean, he's been doing it all year,
Right.
but he he protected the ball yesterday, man, and they got the job done. Because honestly, I didn't. I just I watched the highlights today, and when I seen the stat line, I seen the score like earlier in the day while I was watching the Bears game. I think to myself, I was like, oh man, they about to lose again. They about to lose again, man. But then, after the Bears game, and I looked up. And they turned the game on like the end of the game. I'm like 39-30. I said, damn, what happened?
Right? I'm
I'm
like,
like, I'm like, okay,
right.
yeah,
For me, when I saw 39-38, what went through my head was, oh man, the Jets, they're gonna come close and they're gonna lose by a game-winning field goal. I just in my head was thinking
yeah.
39-38, the Jets gotta play defense.
Hmm.
And somehow, some way, the Bengals at home gonna go down, get that last second field goal, win 41-39.
Crush they hard. Yep.
But the Jets defense stood up, bro.
Yeah. Stood up when it mattered. They was kind of getting gas. They was getting gas with the run all game. So both teams had pretty
Oh yeah,
decent
you right.
running game.
Yeah,
They were getting gas, but
Kareem, he was killing them yesterday.
yeah, him and what's his last name? Brown. He was killing
Yeah,
yesterday too.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
when it mattered the most, man, the defense showed up. And I was happy for Justin Fields and Aaron Glenn because I noticed they had a moment on the sideline where I was thinking of Justin Fields. He had some pressure, threw a perfect ball, threw a touchdown, and you can see the excitement in Aaron Glenn. Like he believed in him, and that's what he expect of him. You know how he played yesterday. He knows the talent that he has.
And that's the thing. This is why we were confused in Chicago. That's the real Justin that could fucking be there.
Yeah,
Ian,
that's
for
the real
real. I
Justin
know it
Fields that we
sounds kind
seen
of
yesterday.
crazy and sounds scary, but
Yeah,
if that dude could play the way he's supposed to play, he would be some serious,
that's special.
some that would be hell for other teams.
Yeah,
It'd
and
be
I
like a
mean
Michael Vick with, like
2.0.
if that spiral, yeah, if that spiral could just go a little bit further, he could connect them passes just a little bit further. It won't be many defenses that could stop Justin if he could do that
Yeah, and that was the thing. I
consistently.
think that was the thing why Aaron Glenn, why Aaron Glenn chose him to be his quarterback. He's a defensive coordinator with the Lions. He said they had a hard time covering Justin Fields, and if you could remember being a Bears fan, um, Justin Fields' games against the Detroit Lions, he gave the Detroit Lions hell. Like he gave them
Mm-hmm.
hell every time they played. The defense
Yeah.
just didn't finish the game, or he might have not have finished the game off, but man, every time Justin played them Detroit Lions, whether it was in Detroit or Chicago, he gave them hell, like hell. So
Yeah.
the talent is there. Hopefully they can start building on this. I don't think they're gonna go to the playoffs. I ain't going that far.
No, no,
Oh
no,
no, no, this season period they will have to go on a miraculous run,
no.
just
That ain't
crazy,
happening.
just went out, and but that this is a stepping stone. I'm glad that Aaron Glenn got a win. I didn't want to see him, they just go 0-16, 0-16, 17. I don't think they were that bad of a team. It's just the confidence for the offense and the inconsistent line play, inconsistent play from Justin. The defense
Mm-hmm.
have played well in certain games. Then, yesterday they didn't play that well, but when it mattered, on the two drives where it mattered, they got the job done. They finally stopped them in the last two drives, and the Jets on offense, they went down, they was rolling, and they went down and scored, and got the job done. So it was a big team win. After all the scrutiny in the media and with Justin and the owner and
Owner Woody
yeah,
Johnson.
yeah, man. It was a good win. It was a good win for those fellas, man. I'm glad that Aaron Glenn finally got a win, man. They was excited, man. They was pumped up. I like to see that.
Yeah, I'm glad for them too, man. I'm really, really glad for them, and congrats to the Jets, man. I mean, man, I'm happy that Aaron Glenn got that win. He got that monkey off his back, and now he can hopefully just build on that and say, hey, I know how to coach a football game to win a football game in the NFL, which is very hard, ladies and gentlemen. It's not as easy as it looks.
As it seems, yeah.
Exactly. But speaking of football, bro, Morgan Park football, the Mustangs, bro, my Mustangs, we took care of business against the Simeon Wolverines. Um,
That-
Judging off our uniforms, judging off our helmets, we look like the elite. We look like the elite program. And
Yeah,
we were
for sure.
already pissed that we dropped and blew the game. Like the Bears blew the game against the Vikings. We blew the game against Kenwood. We should have won that damn game.
Yeah, we should still be on our what it would I think it would be a 4-year streak against the
Right.
CPS team, but
Yeah.
nevertheless, I think they probably were a little cocky. That game probably woke them up, and we got back to got back to Morgan Park football, handled those Simeon Wolverines. We still run Vince Sims, baby. That
Still
trophy
run
stand.
Vincennes.
That's
They were
that
pissed
trophy
off,
stand.
obviously.
Yeah,
Right.
that trophy stand on 1744 West Pryor, baby.
Exactly. And they pissed off, and they were so pissed off that, the fans got to fight in the crowd. Obviously, I heard fans
Mm,
get to fighting. And when the fans get to fighting, hold on, give me a second. And after the fans get to fighting, I'm looking at one of our fellow Mustangs. She posted it, right? And
hmm
so we take care of the Wolverines. They get mad and go outside and start fighting. And the fighting started in the crowd. They were fighting in the stadium in the crowd.
Yeah, I heard.
And then they dragged outside to the parking lot. And it just went on in the streets and everything. And
Yeah,
so,
that's
you
what
know,
happened when you can't beat us.
exactly.
On our homecoming, BTA belt to ass, baby.
And
Oh
so
man,
yeah, man, I feel bad for those Wolverines, but on the
I
other
don't.
hand, man,
But nah, for real.
it's just
Shout out to Simeon. I got some homies over there. It's all love. It's just a little,
I ain't got no
disrespect.
damn homies at Simeon. No disrespect to him. Who is the dude that used to be on this podcast? Jake Long, whatever his monkey ass
Uh,
name is. He went to Simeon too, right? I hope
oh
his
yeah,
ass
he was
hit us.
oh yeah, he was a Simeon Wolverine.
Exactly.
BTA belt ass.
Belt the ass, exactly. And so yeah, man, I guess Simeon, I hope, and this is a real point right here, though. No joking. I hope are they on the decline? Because people getting killed at their homecomings. People getting killed. I mean, we already had that shooting at the game. Remember years back, we was hooping against Simeon, right? Had the shooting at our school, remember?
Yeah, that was a while ago. That was during
And right, that was a while ago,
Derrick
about
Rose
seven,
day.
about 10. Yeah, no, that's about 10 years ago, bro.
10 years ago.
Yeah, about
It
10
was
years ago.
it's so
That
much
was
that go on in this.
basketball.
There's so much that go on with the city
But
with those two
but
teams. I know at one point they it stopped them from playing. Well, as of now, they don't even play at night. If that was back in our day, we'll be playing Simeon at 7 o'clock on a Friday night or a Saturday night. Now they have to play during the day because you
Mhm.
know, you know, it's a rivalry. It's our biggest rival, but just keep it in keep it on the field, keep it on the court. Um,
Exactly.
we all from the same neighborhoods, come from the same struggle. It's just a little rivalry. That's all. Just a little sports rivalry. Don't take it too serious.
Yeah. Right,
And
man.
nobody
But
gotta
I
lose their
hope
life or get hurt.
right. Exactly. Keep the peace. Keep the peace. Okay. We do not need any fighting just because people get mad that they lost to a rival. You know, you just got belt the ass, and that's it. Like Ann said. And
Yeah, man, we
so,
lost to them my senior year, our homecomings.
and I was really upset that y'all
Fortunate.
lost to
Yeah,
Simeon. I
yeah,
don't know how the hell y'all lost to Simeon.
it was a shootout. I think it was what 40. It was like 39 to 42 or something like that. It was a shootout, man. Back and forth all
Yeah.
game. All game.
Right.
It's a good game.
Right. Hmm. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah. I
I'm three
remember,
and one.
man.
I'm 3-1 against them though.
Right. Yeah, we never lost. My tenure, we never lost to those damn Wolverines. We kicked their ass every time we played.
As y'all should.
Yeah. Now for me, I ain't play on senior, varsity. I maybe
Mm.
run down on special teams every now and then. Coach Brooks, I'll say, Brandon, go out there and block for field goal. I ain't do nothing. But sophomore year, that was my year. I played a lot.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we kicked their ass, especially sophomore year. And so, yeah, man. Congrats to the Mustangs. Now, bro, it's on to the playoffs, right? At
Yeah.
this
State
point,
playoff. Yep.
yes. And so this is where we make our money. This is Morgan Park football right here. We don't give a damn. No disrespect to Simeon. We got to go through y'all, but this is where the money's made. We need to finally get over that hump, and um, it's something that I always feel. And if I know for a fact, '05 was the best team, but I felt like that '08 team, if Antonio Ball would have not quit and played, if Lou never would have got injured with his neck, God bless my brother Lou. If our quarterback play was more consistent, or even if we would have put Deron at quarterback and just let him ran the ball and not turn the ball over, just run around the field and hold the ball with that number one ranked defense we had in the state of Illinois that year, and we would have won state 2008. We talk about it a lot. We had every component, every piece. If we would have just imagined a three-headed monster in with Antonio Ball, Preston, Dominique Bell and Preston, you damn near wouldn't even have, and then Deron just running the ball out of the backfield. No turnovers. Man, and then of course you got Frankenstein on the outside. You got Country, you got CJ, very talented. Both of them boys can catch the ball. They sleep.
Mm.
CJ could catch the ball with one hand. He was so talented with catching the ball. Like
Mm.
it was so many pieces. That defense, young Brian Jones at that time, who went on to be at Ball State. Craig Maddox, ball hawk. Trap, Leonard, great linebackers. Country on the outside holding it down. Great
Yep.
safeties.
Yep.
Great safeties. Ferris State, Antoine Wimmer, one of the fastest safeties in the state of Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
Dan Bryan back there with Craig. Fantastic corners, grown men. Everett, MacArthur, since he was a freshman, he was on varsity. You know, Kroom, Fossoff. He went from Fossoff to varsity. We had all the components in 2008. The only thing was just more consistent quarterback play. If we had that in, I promise you. And if Antonio Ball would have played a few more little pieces, like just Lou never would have got hurt. You put him on the defensive line with Eleno, what was it? What was Big Chocolate Boy? Defensive lineman, a part of your class.
LC. LC.
LC, Lil Chocolate. You put him there. You put Scott, little fast ass that could run through the defensive line real fast, get him a good rush. Like we had the components that year, man. We had the components, and Spurlock knew it. Everybody knew it. We were pissed when we lost. That's why everybody was so mad when we lost to Wheaton Warrenville South that semifinals, because we knew we had the pieces. But if we would have kept all those pieces, we would have been Phillips before Phillips.
Yeah.
And I'm sticking to that till I go to the grave. I'm sticking to that. Like, just I'm sticking to that to the grave. Terrence got on, bro.
What happened? He's stupid. He talking about Warrior Park, his ass, and his son played for Warrior Park. And he played for Warrior Park. Somebody should let him play quarterback. They should let you play D-line, man. That's bullshit. Get out.
Yeah, Stovall, man, he ain't playing with nobody, man. I mean, yeah, speaking of that D-line, man, Country, man, Craig, SEC, man, Mississippi. Craig went down the lane, was all swag down there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All swag down there lane in Mississippi. After he came back to Chicago after he left, Mississippi. Yeah. That team was loaded, bro. The team was loaded, man. Big Terrence on the offensive line. Josh, who went to EIU? Big Josh Bryan went to EIU.
Yeah, he went to EIU.
Come on, man.
Sarge.
Sarge. Reggie,
Yeah, Reggie.
uh,
Zario.
Zario.
Yeah, the
Uh,
big that O line has size for sure. Had
yeah,
Swole.
man.
Uh,
Swole. Shout out to Swole, man. Swole, I'm so proud of Swole. You know.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Shout out to Jason, man. Been on that dude a long time, man.
yeah, he over there on the East Coast, man. He doing good for himself. He an accountant.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, man. And so, yeah, Terrence agree. We was definitely talented. Baby Matt too. Yeah, baby Matt. Yeah, Matt.
Yeah,
He
he
was
came
in and
along. I
out too of
seen
that
you.
rotation.
Yeah, came along. I seen you. End up being you end up being starting center. I seen you.
Hmm.
Yep.
And then also Matt on the defensive line, who will go to Ball State, right?
Yep. 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 Yep.
You know, the pieces
Yeah,
was
man.
there, man.
We was, we was a melting pot, man. I just think we could have made some adjustments in certain games as far as play calling.
Everybody always say that, and defensive guys, we really don't know that. But you was on offense. Maybe that's
Yeah.
something you and Terrence could know, because the guys on defense, we really was just trying to knock motherfuckers' head off. Like, you know, but on the other hand, like for you guys, I always hit at the play call. I always hit at.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just some adjustments. We should have did a lot of things different. Um, you can even go to the Prep Bowl game. It's on YouTube against St. Rita.
Mm-hmm.
Coaching, man, on offense, man, coaching. I mean, yeah, our quarterbacks they had we started
Itchy
off hot.
fingers.
Well, in the beginning of the year they started off hot, but they hit a cold streak, in the middle of the playoffs. But we lost a couple of those games to coaching as well, though. Definitely.
Mhm.
But it happens. It still was a great team.
It was a great team.
Uh, Great team. Some of the best times of our lives. Some of the funniest times. I swear, bro. If we had like social media,
Was
we
you a
had. I
part
mean,
of
we had.
dumbass? Ian, was you a part of dumbass 1, 2, and 3?
No, I don't
No,
know
that
who
was
that was.
Dennis, and that was two other people.
Yeah, I don't know. It could have been me, but I feel like if we had like the social media presence like these kids do now, Lord Jesus, they
Right,
don't even know how funny. Like some of the funniest
right,
dudes, bro, played on that team, bro.
right.
It was some good times, bro. It seemed like
For
it
real,
was
for real.
yesterday. That shit was 20 years ago.
Right,
It's crazy,
man.
but it was definitely some good times. Definitely some unforgettable times, bro. If that field could talk and them football hallway could talk, Lord Jesus.
Man, bro. That's why I love my high school, man. That's why I had to come my ass way from overseas, bro, to go to
Yeah,
the
man.
reunion.
Ain't nothing
And
like
it,
ain't nothing like being from MP, man. I think you just have to be in the culture to understand it. That's why, all the former players from basketball, baseball, football, don't even matter if you play sports. If you're from Morgan Park, during that time, and even up to this day, if you walk them hallways, it's just different, man. You have to be there to understand. It's just different. In Chicago,
right,
we take our high school pride kind of serious here.
right,
You probably meet a female from Chicago. You be like, man, where you go to school at? That
right.
matters.
They
That
sure
definitely
do. Your
matters.
ass went to Simeon. I don't know about it. Right.
It definitely matters, man. So, hey, man, you just had to be there. But shout out to all the Chicago public schools, man. It's
Right.
definitely a pride from wherever you went to school at. But being from Morgan Park, bro, we had the best sports, the best women, the best
Oh yeah,
academics. We was
yeah. A
on
lot of
top,
great
bro.
women,
Everybody,
man.
around during
A lot
that
of
time,
great women.
everybody wanted to go to Morgan Park, and still to this day, these kids still want to go to Morgan Park. Y'all know who run the city.
Exactly, man. Exactly, exactly, bro. And so yeah, man. Man, bro. Shout out to Morgan Park football. Uh, you bring up that reunion, that just bring up a lot of memories. Um, and it was something else. just with the, what do you say, the state playoffs. Let's just continue to see how things progress with that.
Yeah, I think
And
they got St. Francis the first round.
okay, next Friday or Saturday.
That I don't know. I have to look into that, but I know they got St. Francis in the
Okay,
first
all
round.
right, all right, cool. And so, yeah, bro. Shout out to Morgan Park football, and also, big ups. I was a freshman. You probably didn't get a chance to see Travis Smith. I know you was at some of the games for '05,
Yeah. In my eighth grade
right?
year, yeah.
Your eighth grade year, you and Terrence eighth grade year.
Yeah, I
Shout
know
out
he's
to
on
Travis Smith, the LA Dodgers.
yeah.
He's the he's the fitness coach. And I remember seeing Travis, crazy story, bro. Travis, he dated, and it was crazy because him and Dula from '07, they both had girlfriends that went to Purdue. And
Mm,
me and Jamar would be in the dorms. And so, Jamar probably wherever he was, but I used to work the front desk. And so I
mm-hmm.
would see Travis come in and he would mess with a pretty girl named Jasmine that went to our school that was part of '07, really pretty girl, Jasmine. And he was dating her. He'd be coming in and out. And, he'd be like, yeah, what's up, Brandon? What's up, Travis? Because Travis went to Taylor University where we did,
Yeah, with
if
the
you
FCA.
remember,
Yep.
FCA,
I remember.
exactly. And
Yep.
so he wasn't too far, maybe a couple hours away. So he'd come through every weekend, woo up the bam. And then Dula was in Valparaiso,
Mm-hmm.
and he had a pretty girlfriend named Antoinette. And it's funny because he married to Antoinette right now. And
Yeah, I just seen Dula while I was at work. I just seen Dula while I was at
uh,
work a couple months ago. Yeah.
that's what's up, bro. And he would come up there and he would say what's up too. And so, big ups to Travis, man. I hope Travis get
Yeah,
it
another
done, man.
ring.
He
Another
get
ring.
that third ring. I hope
Yeah.
he get that third ring. He been a part of that staff for years now, and they winning over
That's
there in
dope.
LA. And so they're in a tight battle right now though with the Blue Jays, and so we'll see how things progress. But best of luck to Travis. And
See,
so
we everywhere. It's something about that. It's something about that green and orange, that green, orange, and white, baby. It's something about it. We everywhere.
yeah, for real, we
It's
got people
just greatness
everywhere.
just come out of that school, man. Shout out to
Yeah, for
everybody that
real.
went to MP, bro.
D'accord, oui. D'accord. And so yeah, you're right, bro. And so I know this might be a little ADHD, man, bro. Did you see it?
No, I didn't get a chance to see it. I'm so pissed off that I did it, but I heard it was hilarious.
Damn.
But I love that. I seen that Snoop came out. I love that. That was dope. I seen that Snoop came out. That was pretty dope.
Man,
Did you get a
bro.
chance to watch it?
Hell yeah. I mean, me being a shorty in the '90s, I
Yeah.
used to be 8 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you remember, like as example, because I grew up in the Hunters, right down the street from Morgan Park.
Mm-hmm.
You know Rotemi, part of my graduation class. He grew
Uh-huh.
up on Vincennes. I grew up on Ashton. Me and Timmy as shorties used to go to parties, right? And we would be dancing on girls, juking. We was badass little kids, and like excuse my French, we was getting out. So we was bad shorties, like 8, 9. Like I don't know how we turned out to be educated, but based off of the statistics, we weren't supposed to be. But we was always book smart, but we was in this, just all of a mixture in one, if
Hey,
that makes
sometimes
sense.
you need a balance, bro. You need a balance.
Right. And so as shorties, we was always, me be having big brothers, uncles who was all out in the street, all of them. I was the only one. They say, Brandon, you be the one that go to school and play sports. Like, you be the one to do something different. Like, I grew up on No Limit. I grew up on
Yeah, we
Cash
all
Money,
did. We all did
bumping
at
that
that
shit.
age.
Right,
Especially No Limit. Remember, everybody had the No Limit Scullies back in the day.
hell
That was
yeah, boy.
yeah,
Like, I used
bro.
to have a
Yeah.
little vest. I remember watching them on WCW as a shorty.
You're
Like,
right.
I'm telling you, bro,
That clip just came up the other day, bro, on Facebook, bro. I was crying, bro. I was like, bro, I remember all this, bro. I used to watch WCW with my older brother, bro.
right.
WCW all that, bro.
WW. Remember, it wasn't WWE. It used to be
It was
WWF.
WWF. Yep.
Before
WWF.
WWE. Before
SmackDown was on
WWE.
Thursday. Raw was on Monday.
Right. Exactly, bro. Like,
Yeah.
so watching it, it was dope, bro. the first round, like it was dope. They came out with that 400 degrees back juvie. Then after that, you know, No Limit came out. We know Limit Soul just, and then No Limit. What really wanted for me, bro, was really the unity. You could tell the difference in leadership, bro, between Birdman and Master P. You
Mm-hmm.
know, they both, multimillionaires, you know what I'm saying? Both built
Yeah.
empires. Birdman had a lot of money before he got that lawsuit. Birdman was in a 400, 500 millions before that lawsuit. He only had
Yeah.
160 million, but P somewhere still in that 300, 400, 500 million dollar range. Um, but P, like, you could see the unity, bro. Like a unit when they came out, they was like a regiment, an army. Like they was all together, all in uniform. You know, everybody was just unified, and with Cash Money, it was just like a bunch of niggas that was like, we know we gonna bust their ass, so let's just go ahead and bust their ass. But we ain't gonna be
Mm-hmm.
in nothing. We ain't gonna wear none Cash Money, no nothing.
So it sound like it was kind of similar to the Locks and Dipset. The Locks, they was pretty
Mm-hmm,
unified and
mm-hmm,
unison. You could
mm-hmm.
tell that they practiced, and Dipset just showed
Right,
up like, yeah, we is who we is. We gonna whoop their ass. I
right.
can see that. I can see that.
Right. And we know Cash Money, man. Like they got hits down the line, and they definitely was more relevant to some young people in
Yeah,
comparison to No
longer.
Limit because of
Yeah, a little bit longer.
Lil Wayne, stuff like that.
Hmm.
Because of Young Money, all that, etc. But Cash Money, shit, Lil Wayne ain't show up, Lil Turk ain't show up,
Yeah, I heard.
and Lil Wayne ain't show up. That really killed it. Because if Lil Wayne would have showed up, everybody named
Yeah,
Mama know Cash Money would have won. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But since Lil Wayne ain't show up, but some people was arguing, hey, Mystical ain't show up. If Mystical would have came and did the man
but he
right shit,
locked
he
up.
would have came and
He
did.
Yeah, but he locked up. He can't show up.
He can't show up, like some people's
Yeah,
arguing though, if he would have showed up and C Murder would have showed up, you know what I'm saying? Like it would have
yeah,
been like probably different, but they locked up obviously. And so like it was dope though, bro. It was really
and,
good to see all them get together. But I
yeah,
wish they would have had it like somewhere in New Orleans, somewhere where the people would have been going
yeah,
to it. Because being
yeah.
in Vegas, a lot of them young people, they ain't really know what
Man, they
Vegas
don't
is.
know. You're listening to and yeah, have it in New Orleans. That would have been dope, man. They could have had it like I don't know. They got basketball and football going on, but I'm pretty sure they could have had it. They would have needed a real big venue.
They could
They
have
could
had it
have.
at the Superdome though,
Yeah.
because it would have been
I don't know
Saturday.
if the Yeah, I don't know if the Saints played. That would have been a hell of a cleanup for the next day. I think the Saints played at
No,
home
you're
too.
right though, because the Saints played at home. They
Yeah.
played at home.
I don't know if the Pelicans played at home, but they could have did it at their stadium or they could. I'm pretty sure they got another venue
Some
somewhere.
other
They
arenas and yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, for
they
sure.
could have did it. Yeah, they could have did it. Did it there. But nevertheless, man, I love seeing that. The music that we grew up on, and man, it make me feel like our parents was back in the day.
Exactly,
Man, we
exactly,
we
bro. When
at
they be
we at
talking
that
about shit, we
age.
don't know right. We don't know what they talking about. They be
That's how the
like,
kids be looking
boy,
at us. That's how the kids
right.
be looking at us.
Your daddy be looking at you like, boy, you don't know who Marvin Gaye was. You don't
Hmm.
know what that song from Marvin Gaye is. And I'd
They
be
used to
like,
listen to
yeah, I know
Run
what Marvin Gaye.
DMC, the L Cool
Right.
J's, and people
Like,
like
boy, you
that.
don't know who Roxanne Shante is. I'm like, man, I don't know who
Uh
Roxanne Shante is. You
huh.
know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Until I went to YouTube later on, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
she.
and she got a dope movie too. I liked
Mm-hmm,
her movie, her documentary about it. It was pretty dope. But yeah, man.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
We at that age, but I be love seeing things like that, man. It take you back down memory lane, bro. You be like, damn, man, I was at this age when this song was popping. Like I heard this song every time I stepped outside or coming out of somebody's car, or I was around my brothers, or I was around my older sisters, man. It just take you back. It take you back to that age,
For
man. It
real.
almost give you like chill.
For real, dog. For real. That's facts, bro. That's facts, man. And so, yeah, bro. Man, off the chain. And let me see what else, bro. Um, I just felt like No Limit won it,
Mm,
and it really, really put the nail in the coffin with they unfortunately they had to cut it short, and it was short. It was cut short. But then what
Mm.
really was unfortunate was um, Baby ass making them comments about Turk. I don't know if you heard the comments he said about Turk, but he basically went in and because he was pissed off Turk doing the whole verses. You could tell he was pissed off that Lil Wayne wasn't there and that Turk wasn't there.
Mm.
And BG was consoling him and Manny Fresh was consoling him. But I think Birdman was going off something too. He probably had a pill.
Yeah, he probably
Probably
had a
was
little
drinking
liquor.
too much.
Yeah, probably had a
Yeah, a
little
little
liquor or
liquor.
something.
He was going off something. You know what I'm saying? And so when they did the final comments, Birdman just said, Turk, you look, you know, next time I see you, I'm like, damn, And Mia X was behind him, and she was looking at him like, damn, like, and he just kind of, it was like, damn, I ain't know Birdman was that type of leader. He like a Michael Jordan type, uh, like real tough, all in your face, like, and you could see what, you know, no limit. They just about their business. They about business. They came there for business, and that's what Master P about business. And so
Yep.
for me, it was the difference in leaders. And so I know that's thing for Cash Money though. They're gonna have to look at that for years when they're in New Orleans. Now everybody gonna be saying, "Yeah, no limit, beat y'all ass in the verses." Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And so, but it was great to see, bro. And so, yeah, man. You got anything else to say about that? Before I ask you one last question, my boy.
No. Other than that, I'm gonna have to check it out. I'll probably actually watch it tonight before I go to sleep. Try to catch some of it. I said I gotta look at it, man, because I had a family
Yeah,
event out that day, so I ain't really get a chance to watch it.
right. It ain't gonna take up too much of your time. It wasn't that long.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, yeah, man. On the other hand, bro, Luca, 49 points, 43 points the first game, 49 the second game. Austin Reeves, 51.
51 was that last night
Quick
or?
question. Oh, yeah, yeah. Last night against the Kings. Um, in your opinion, man, you got the OKC Thunder, you got Anthony Edwards, obviously, Timberwolves. You got Golden State Jimmy Butler, man. You got Kevin Durant and the Rockets. You got this rookie that's jumping out of the gym already, man, and Cooper Flag, Anthony Davis, all them, D'Angelo Russell and all them, Klay Thompson and all them in Dallas. Victor Wembanyama, he just dominating shit right now.
Man, bro, he
Um,
is he is a freak, bro. Like he like a creative player, bro.
right, he just
I
like a
I see
big
I
ass
seen
lizard
this
out there.
man block a shot, block a shot, then as he gets the rebound, come down, come down on the break, stop from like almost right after the score line, shoot a three like he's 30. The crowd just went crazy, bro. I'm like, this ain't even real, bro. He like
Right, and don't let him fool you. He can stop at the 3 point line, throw the ball off the backboard, and still dunk that bitch. Like he can do that.
Yeah, bro. I
It
was like,
is.
this is.
It's
I was
like,
like, that's not even fair, bro.
yeah, it's like, what can you do? You gonna block it?
I
No.
said if I was in that crowd, bro, I would have been there going crazy, bro. I was like, we ain't never gonna see nothing like this.
Yeah, man. And so, Ian, it's a question, bro. Who you think is the team to beat in the West come this season, bro?
In the West, man, it's wide open. It's always wide open in the West, but I gotta give it to the reigning champs. You gotta knock them off their throne. It's still early, but you gotta knock them off their throne. But it's like you say, all the teams you name, man, there's so much talent, and I kind of like it this way. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna, Denver could come back and they can come back out of nowhere. Like you say.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, the Lakers are
absolutely.
obviously talented. I mean, LeBron not playing right now, but you still got Luca.
I mean, when LeBron
Houston,
come back, they're gonna get way better.
yeah, I mean,
People can
Houston
sit there and
is
say, "Oh
huge.
yeah, LeBron, this and that, he's old, or he gonna mess up the." No, he not. LeBron is one of the greatest players. He gonna find a way to fit in, make that shit gel. They gonna be really good, probably on
Uh,
offense.
Houston is huge. They starting five is huge. I think they point guard is starting at 6'8", 6'7", and it's
I
six.
mean,
It's
unfortunately,
ridiculous.
though, with Houston, the only thing is the problem with Houston, bro. And, I know that because Fred Van Vliet is a Chicago dude. They miss him
Yeah,
bad. He out, he hurt, and he
they
won't be
missing.
back for late in the season. But when he
Yeah,
back for the playoffs,
yeah, man.
they going to be tough.
Yeah, man.
And they
That
really good,
size is
G. They
crazy.
really good, G. They really good. And the crazy part is they really good with having this little white boy, I forgot his name, that played for Duke, running a point guard along with Shangoon, big ass running point guard, and KD. These ain't even
Yep.
traditional point guards, but if they get a traditional point guard,
And one
they're
of the
gonna be
Thompson
tough.
twins, bro. They are
The Thompson
huge.
twins, and
I
they
was
great
like,
defenders.
bro. I looked at they start lining up there one them like 6'8", 6'7", 6'7", 60, and they got 3 6'11" dudes in the starting five. Like, bro, that's insane, man.
Mhm.
Yeah, then you got Wemby. He gonna come into his own. He finna turn into. I think Wemby finna turn to a superstar, bro. And the other team to not sleep on, and another player not to sleep on if he stay healthy. Zion.
Oh yeah,
Zion
yeah,
Williamson.
yeah. They
Yeah, we
had a
can't forget
tough
about
out.
Zion.
The West is so loaded. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
bro.
a dogfight every
He
single
still,
night,
still,
every
you,
single game.
you
Even
still,
Portland better. And I know that sounds crazy, but Portland's a lot
yeah,
better
yeah. Even the
because they got
Suns,
Drew
they got
Holiday.
Devin Booker.
They got
Yeah, yeah.
Damian. They're a lot
Dame back.
better.
Yeah,
Come
man.
on, come on. It ain't no nights off in that
Even though
Western
they
Conference.
they just lost their coach for a little while, but
Oh yeah.
that's a whole
I
nother subject.
mean, but hey, man, shit. I hate that. That NBA betting, bro. You know,
Yeah.
I just was watching Carmelo and somebody else had warned Chauncey Billups about that, but sometimes folks get greedy, man. You
Yeah.
already get an active salary as a head coach. Why you won't like crazy,
Yeah.
bro? Just absolutely stupid. Just stupid.
Yeah, but
Dumb
West
as
loaded,
hell.
man. West loaded.
Yeah.
Ant Man, he hunting. He hunting. He coming out hunting. He had everybody here. So it's gonna
Right.
be a sight to see in that West like every year. And I'm excited to see who gonna come out.
Right. But on the other hand, bro, the East, Philly, they looked good. They got this rookie Edgecombe along with Tyrese Maxey. They putting up a lot of buckets,
Yeah.
and they had an impressive comeback win the other night. Two actually impressive comebacks wins. First game against the Celtics, then they came back and had an impressive win as well against I think it was the Wizards. But
Hmm.
they looking good, man. But who's your team to come out of the East? Because right now, Tyrese Halliburton hurt, bro. Who knows how long Joel Embiid is gonna stay healthy? Um, Jason Tatum's hurt in Boston. Um,
Yeah, we got a lot of injuries in the East.
a
A
lot of
lot of
injuries in the
big,
East,
big,
bro.
big injuries in the East too.
And so, in your
I mean,
opinion, man, is it the Knicks?
if they want to go on a run and make something happen in the East, this is their chance. Like you say, Halliburton injured. Him and JT, they're not coming back no time soon, bro. Um,
Right,
blessings to those brothers. Hopefully they come back, stronger and better than ever. But it's not gonna happen this year more than likely.
right,
Um, yeah, man, it's wide open. Maybe Detroit can start ascending. Detroit they
right,
finally got to the playoffs last year. Maybe Detroit can start ascending. We know Miami's always gonna be there just based upon the program that they run, but I think they need a couple more pieces, maybe one more big
right.
piece. Um,
Bulls 2-0, by the way, man. Shout out to our Bulls, and they up
yeah,
80-73 now over the Hawks.
yeah, the Bulls are young, the Hawks young. It's pretty wide open, but I would say it's New York time to shine. It's y'all time.
Right,
It's y'all time to run with it. Those guys that got a couple injuries. I was
right. Can you hear me, Ian?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yep. And so yeah, man, I'm with you, bro. And so I think, like you said, the Knicks, and then as far as the West, it's open. But I'm riding with OKC, but I think a couple teams can knock them off, man. I think I think the Lakers can knock them off. I think Denver can knock them off. It just all depends on the matchups in the West, as we always say. Um, and I don't think that I do want to put this out here, and it's not the year for OKC. I don't think they will repeat. I don't think they're big enough down low, and they'll get exposed down low this year. They'll get exposed for real. And as I even state again, I feel like if Tyrese Halliburton was healthy, OKC would not have won the championship last year. Pacers would have won. And so that's just me. But OKC, they're out of the reigning defending champs. SGA, bro, is just super clutch. And this is without Jalen Williams. When Jalen Williams come back, the other Wallace come back, they'll be a lot better. The other Jalen Williams is not playing too. And so they, not fully healthy, the Thunder, but I just feel like that West is so loaded in.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be hard to repeat in that West. It's going to be really difficult. And so it's just a lot of talent there. And so, bro, yeah, man. I don't know if you got any final words, but final thoughts and shout outs, unless you got any final words. But if you don't, bro, as we head into Tuesday, any final thoughts and shout outs, bro, as we head into Tuesday?
No, not too much, man. New week, new blessings. Everybody enjoy all this good sports that we got going, man. It's World Series, Monday Night Football, basketball back in full effect. Um, y'all got to start sending them send them parlay slips, man. Send them in so we all can win a little money, man.
Yeah, man.
But no, man, y'all, man, stay safe out here. Stay prayed up, stay blessed, stay focused, stay locked in on the talent. Keep the main thing the main thing. Can man, just enjoy life, man. Just enjoy life.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, and
Yes.
I do got one shout out. Shout out to my daughter Imani, man. She turned 8 Thursday, so man,
Happy birthday, money.
yeah, man. Been a dad for 8 years, man. It's crazy. almost almost 10. It's crazy.
Right. And so,
So,
yeah, bro, happy birthday to her, man. And so,
appreciate
appreciate
it.
you. Appreciate you, bro, as always, man. And, I'm proud of you as a father, proud of you as a man. All
Appreciate
love,
that.
bro. No problem,
Appreciate
bro.
that.
And with that being said, on behalf of the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast, we would like to say thank you for tuning in with us this evening. Continue to chop it up with us and support our podcast on various platforms. And if you are, would love to talk sports with us on the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast, we are here and would love to do so with you. Your love and support is truly appreciated, and we hope you all have a blessed and safe evening. Peace.
Peace.